Hey, so we're going to work on our coding. Coding is an important part of working with computers and computer science. Coding leads you from step to step how to create programs for computers, and without coding, we could not have any of the video games or programs that we use on our devices. For coding for our classes this year, we're going to use Codespark. So when you are in your assignment here, after the video is watched, you're going to go ahead and click on Play Codespark. It will open up a new link for you here, and it will load you into the site that you will need to put in your class code. When it comes up, you will only need to put that class code in the first time per device. Your computer will remember you and remember the code that you put in. See, mine already remembers me from previous times going in here, but I'm going to walk you through the steps again. We go up to schools to get started. If the music's playing and it's bothering you, there is the mute button here you can click on to turn it off. And we go up to schools again. We click on schools, and that will ask you if you're a teacher or a student. You click on student and put in your class code here. When you put that class code in, you click on the check mark, and it will list off the first names of everyone in your class when you log in. After you've put it in that first time, now it has the arrow here to let you get into your course. When you click on that, it'll bring you in, and you'll see I have 3 classes on the side of my screen from the 3 different classes that I have used at one point or another. We scroll down and find our name, click on your icon for your name, and here you will pick your picture, your avatar. You can choose any of these avatars on the left side of your screen. Once you have chosen an avatar, you click the next arrow, and now you get to pick a name. You can pick whatever name comes up on the screen immediately here, or you can roll the dice for a new name, depending on what you want your character to be named. All right, once you get into this screen, then you have your choice of what you're going to work on for class and for your lesson today. I do want you to go into your puzzles. I'd like everybody to finish the first 9 Donut Detective puzzles. So in Donut Detective, we click on our play area to start. Then it will open up into your levels. Now you have 1 through 8, sorry, your first 8 levels is what I want you to finish. Finish this room here. You can keep going for as long as you want, but this week I would like you to try to get through these first 8 levels. This is going to introduce you to sequencing, and sequencing is an order of events. Everything happens in an order, and you need to give that order to a computer in order for it to follow out your instructions. A computer or a robot or anything that has a computer brain inside of it can't do anything until somebody has written the code for it. So you're going to start by creating sequences to tell your computer game how to work. When you go into your first level, it introduces you to your first 2 foos. You have Donut Detective and the Glitch. And the glitch is going to start troubles in all of our games. Right, so your first instruction, it says, is to tell your foo to move. Without telling it to move, it can't go anywhere. So we're just going to tell it to walk forward. Once we've given it the instructions we want it to do, we click on it, and that means to go and to follow your instructions. First puzzle was pretty simple to start with. Just move your foo 1 space. All right, so then our next puzzle here, it asks us to move our foo again, but we have to tell it how much to move. We want to get both the coin and the donut. So we have to tell it to move not just once, but twice. Again, when you're writing code, you have to give the computer every single instruction you want it to do. It will not think for itself. It needs someone to write that code to tell it what to do. So we're telling it to move forward 1, 2. All right. We'll do one more together here. Our third one, we see we have now opened up a new type of code. We have the jump code. So as we go along, we're going to find more codes down here that we can use for different puzzles. So now we have to move forward and jump. So we're going to go ahead and tell it to move forward once and jump once. On the bottom here, you can decide what direction you want it to go also. So right now it says move forward. If I switch it now, it's going to say move backwards if I click it this way. Same thing with the jump. I can tell it to jump forward, jump straight up, or jump backwards. I wanted to jump forward, so I'm going to click on the jump forward button and then click on my foo to do the actions of walk and jump. Okay. Again, we got our 3 stars. As we go through these puzzles, they're going to get more difficult. They're going to add in more things that we have to figure out, and we have to give our foo exactly what it needs in order to get from the beginning to collect its donuts in this first level. And as we move on to the other levels, again, we'll have other things to collect, and they will become more complicated. Go ahead, work your way through these first 8 puzzles in the Donut Detective, and then you can keep exploring as much as you like. This is your own self-paced thing that you can explore these different codes. And when we come back together, we'll talk about how we did with the coding, and maybe we'll look at some new coding programs as well. All right, guys, thank you. Enjoy. Have a great break. Bye-bye.
If we want a computer to understand how to do something, we need to give it an algorithm.
Pick up, brush.
Algorithm sounds like a big word, doesn't it? But actually, an algorithm is something very simple but important.
Pick up, toothbrush.
An algorithm is a list of steps you give to computers to solve a problem or get something done. Imagine that you need to show someone how you brush your teeth so they can learn how to do it themselves. You would need to explain all the little steps you do in the right order so they can understand how to do it without getting confused. The instructions would go like this. 1. Open the toothpaste. 2. Put a bit of toothpaste on the toothbrush. 3. Open your mouth. 4. Brush your teeth nicely. 5. Rinse your mouth with water. 6. Smile. It is important to explain the right steps in the right order so you can get great results.